Basically, it was between Colton and Austin, and I wanted it to be Colton. Ben wanted it to be Austin. It got a little bit heated. He got a little bit angry.
Ben was panicking for like various reasons and wanted us to vote out Austin, and Sam and I both had to be like, no, we don't want to do that. And like, he's like, what's the reason? Like, there's no good reason to not vote out Austin. I think both of us in the back of our minds were like, yeah, there is no good reason, but like, we just are loyal to him and want him to stay.
I wanted Colton to go because if I voted out Colton, Ben has no other option but to vote with me to vote out Austin. He has no one else to go back to. Austin is the biggest threat. He's gonna vote him with me. It's too big of a risk to take Austin to the end, and if there's a way to get him out cleanly, that would be very nice. If I was sitting in the end and he was sitting in the end, I would vote for Austin. Like if I was a juror.
So, your final 5 immunity challenge is simple. It's the classic. Whoever wants it most gets it. Everyone is going to have to keep their hand on an object, and whoever holds on the longest wins. So you are guaranteed to see finale day and a 1 in 4 chance of becoming the winner of Survivor at UCLA. So the location of this is iconic, so we have to do it at an iconic spot at UCLA, the Bruin Bear statue. Okay, so just like I said, this challenge is self-explanatory. Keep your hand on the Bruin Bear statue. Last person standing will win immunity. I will be passing on this rest of the challenge to the winner of season 2 of Survivor, Mona. Hello, Mona. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? How's everybody up there? Splendid.
So Mona will be watching over you guys, making sure you do not take your hand off the bear statue, okay? Sounds good. Challenge is on.
Is anybody planning on staying here all night just off the bat? No. No? Sure, then why don't you drop out now?
I don't know.
I'm still trying to.
She wants to be here for the vibe.
I'm just, yeah, I'm fine.
Trying to get a
Yeah.
feel of the time.
And Angel, I didn't see you raise your hand. What about you?
I'm very not sure if I can be here the whole night.
Is anybody concerned that they're going to go out next tribal council if they take their hand off?
Oh yeah, duh.
Everybody should be. So there's no strict alliances right now.
I think there is.
If there's no alliances right now, you can use this time to strategize for your final 4. You have a long night.
I mean, I knew I wasn't gonna outlast Sam, Austin, or Ben, and Angel knew that too. So both of us were like, why waste our time? Like, we can just move on with our Thursday nights.
Let the men do this. Yeah. The girls are out. Has not have been a full 10 minutes. They are out. Now the men are left and have 1 brain.
Angel and Sarah stepped off, which I wasn't too surprised about. Like, I saw that coming.
Does anybody want a tip? I'll give you a tip if you come down. You have to come down. Be careful, you might fall. Okay, so you guys have officially reached the 30-minute mark. Congratulations. Yeah, it's only been 30 minutes, but we do have an opportunity for you. I will give you a minute to decide. This is the idol clue. If you drop down, we will give it to you right now.
When they offered the idol clue, my gut was like, don't take it. It's not ensured that you'll find it and then you're just gonna screw yourself over. At least stay on and hope that you win immunity.
I just want to let you know that all of you at some point have seen an idol clue. Is that correct? And you were not able to solve it, but this is probably the easiest idol clue that will ever go out in this game. Because it's an idol clue and there's something inside that indicates where the idol is. So, again,
I was seconds away from taking it, but just part of me was like, there's no way it's a different idol than the one Angel has.
I'm going to talk over it a little bit more, but again, if all 3 of you stay up there, you're going to have to leave it to fate because only one of you can win immunity for sure.
Is it the first person? No more.
It's the first person who steps down. Austin steps down, gets the idol clue. Now it's just the 2 of you.
When Austin stepped off, I was like, Oh, I was really hoping he wasn't gonna step off because I did not want him to find the idol because he was my original plan this week.
The idol is worse than the bite. This game's an uphill battle. But to get in the hymn, you can't have right. Near where land is a mirror on the wall. And on the strap by cobble sore, where the apple doesn't fall too far, safely in your palm to win this war.
Oh.
It's the same clue that was given in the town before being distracted, so. Yeah, but I don't even know where to go. I know what the bark looks like.
So the two of you will have to stay up here unless you want to strike some kind of deal. Ben, Sam, how are you feeling?
Oh my god. That was so funny. Ben told me that he saw Angel's idol. So I was like, okay, Angel has it. We're all good then. There's no idol for Austin to find. I feel better now.
There's been a little bit of a consensus that was formed. Is this going to impact either of you stepping down?
Here's the thing, right now, I have no insurance that your beauties are dropping. I'm not dropping yet.
Okay. But I will say, promise I will.
I am too. I can't
Yeah,
drop.
no, I get it. We're not dropping, but there was no deal that was going to be made. We both wanted immunity, and I feel like we were just at an agreement that we were going to work together, but like we just both wanted the immunity.
So what changed? Why the most proposal? You went into it saying we were going to do Austin.
I talked to Sarah. Sarah really didn't want to do it, and I didn't go against her because he moved her vote. So,
Did you know that they were voting for Austin? Because I didn't know. I thought they were voting for you. I would have wrote down Austin.
well, they told me that, but
Why didn't they tell me?
I also don't know. I thought they were lying to me because I originally thought they were voting for me. So I thought they were just telling me now. So
Because if I would have known, then I would have
see,
voted.
that's what I was between because I didn't know if they were voting Austin or if they were voting. I mean,
And you didn't even use your advantage.
they have to.
I didn't care, but it would have been funny.
Would have been funny,
Or very funny.
but like I didn't want to burn any more bridges.
Some instances got a little bit annoying, but you know, I kind of tuned it out, you know.
It's annoying because like nobody else ever had to go to tribal. Like Brains had to go to tribal, then tribal, then tribal. We had all this. Right. In my defense, I was like the number one performer on Brains. Everyone else dropped the ball. I didn't do anything.
And of course, the day that we decided to do the challenge where you just have to hold your hand on the bear, it downpours. In the however many months I have been in LA, it has not rained like that. I didn't even have like Austin there or like Angel there to like talk to because Ben kind of like just zoned out for a while. So I was kind of left with my own thoughts in the rain. So it was definitely an experience.
I dropped out of immunity challenge because I knew that I would be standing there till midnight and I did not feel like standing there till midnight. I did come back for no reason afterwards and still stood in the rain, but it was more fun and I had more fun. And you know, life is all about having fun. So that's why. I blocked out my schedule till midnight for this.
Who would you prefer out of the two to win?
Me and Ben have had some beef today, I won't lie.
Really?
I honestly just had some anger and I needed someone to take it out on, and you had lied to me a lot, so I was like, why not yell at me?
Okay, but that's not okay. And then Sam, I'm like, Sam is just like hard because we always lie. Like we lie to each other, but we both know we're lying to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never lied to you, but you lied to me.
That's a lie, Ben.
When did I lie to you? Other than the Samantha R side, I never lied.
Well, we don't really talk much.
Because every time I talk, you're like.
Every
voice
time,
slow
as in
from my
one
end.
time.
When I called, I was like planning for that to be like a 15-minute call. After 5 minutes, I was like, okay, then we can just conclude.
So I hate to interrupt this. We've officially hit the 1 hour mark. You guys have 1 hour. So again, you can drop if you want to, but there will be a 50-50 if neither of you drop.
I'm soaked, and my clothes are like 30 pounds heavier at this point, and it was just very miserable. And I was very cold. My hands were like raw by the end. So it like just was not a fun time. Slightest.
I went into that immunity challenge with the intention of dropping out right away because I had a midterm the next day. But I'm glad that I stayed because I proved that I'm here to play. Even if it's contingent on a stupid coin flip at the end, I'm gonna do whatever it takes.
Are you too still, knowing that you both will not drop?
It makes me seriously question my priorities, but I mean, as long as it makes me, I think
You have one brain, you have one beauty. Who will win out in the end? Only fate will decide.
I stayed up there with the hand on Bruin Bear in the soaking rain, and it was fucking miserable. Like, my hand, by the end of it, I couldn't move my joints. I was freezing. It was not fun. It was not fun at all.
2, 1. With that, both of you can step down.
I win.
Good job, you guys. Both of you do rock, paper, scissors.
My hands now. It's not that.
It's for Colin.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. He was making me.
Okay.
Heads or tails?
Oh my god, it happened.
Before I call, I just wanted to say that as the second winner of Survivor, I am incredibly proud of both of you for the way that you played. I think it says something that the two of you are here while others stay dry, and I don't Ben, you chose,
Heads.
and I will be flipping. If it's heads, Ben wins immunity and gets a 1 in 4 chance at winning this game. If it's tails, Sam gets a 1 in 4 chance. Are you both ready?
Heads.
Ben wins immunity! Ben, congratulations, you have a 1 in 4 chance at winning this game. How are you feeling?
Oh, that hurt. I'm feeling good, you know, it was worth it. I mean, I don't think anybody expected me to get this fucking far. Like, everyone thought I was going home at that first vote. And I pulled off a blindside, and then I pulled off 4 more in the pre-merge. And then all my allies got voted out, and now here I am with my immunity necklace, second time tonight, and I'm in Final 4. So, I'm proud of myself.
Mona flips the coin, and it lands on heads, and like my heart just like sunk into my chest, and I'm like, no way. I'm like, of course. I feel like that would have been too easy for me. That would have been too easy to give me immunity. Like, the Survivor gods want me to work for it, so I guess that was just my sign to like do my best to recuperate from the situation, and it is what it is. You just have to learn to work with it. Austin says something like, dang, if you won, that would have been perfect. And I'm like, wait, did you find the idol? And he's like, yeah, I found the idol. And I'm like, trying to like keep a smile. I'm like, yeah, he found it. And then I was like crying inside because he found it. So then I was like, that throws a big wrench into my plans, because otherwise I just could have gotten me, Sarah, and Ben to vote out Austin, and then we would have been hunky-dory. But of course it didn't work out like that. I was like, maybe he's lying. I was like, if I was in his position, I'd probably lie about having it so no one would vote me. So, taking into account the fact that Austin has this idol, I'm gonna assume it's real at this point. And according to Ben, Ben has seen Angel's idol. So I'm playing this week as if they both had idols. My only idea to make this work would be a 2-2-1 split plan, where Sarah and Austin vote Angel, Angel and Ben vote Austin. They both play their idols, their votes get negated. I vote Sarah and send Sarah home with 1 vote, which is like obviously not an ideal anyway. Like, I want Sarah in the end. I don't want Sarah gone. But this plan works in a way that if one of them is lying, the person that's lying goes home. If they're both telling the truth, then Sarah goes home, unfortunately.
Ben was kind of rude to me last challenge. He kind of raised his voice at me, made some comments. I don't know what his plan was. He then proceeded to text me 3 different times. The first text being an apology, but it's really bad. The second text saying he wanted to work with me. The third text being a very long paragraph apology text. And then I said, okay, fine, I'll meet with you.
Here's what happened. So during the endurance challenge,
Uh-huh.
after Austin got off to get the idol clue,
Yeah.
I told Sam that you have the idol and that you showed it to me
Okay.
before the last vote to gain my trust.
Okay.
And the reason I did that was for a couple of reasons. One, to get Sam to drop off. He didn't, but it was, a hope. and 2, to get him to not be paranoid about Austin finding the idol.
Okay.
So, I don't know whether or not you have the idol. I know you don't want to tell, so it doesn't matter. I mean, regardless, you can only play it at Final 5 if you have it.
Yeah.
So, if you don't have it, then Austin's going to have it. But my thing is, I don't want to vote neither you nor Austin out of this challenge.
Okay. Right now, Ben is the only person that I can work with and that I trust because he has no one else and I really don't have anyone else.
So the plan that Sam came to me with, he wants to do a 2-2-1 split. So he wants the 2 of us to vote for Austin. He wants Austin and Sarah to vote for you. And then he wants himself to vote for Sarah.
Okay.
So that, in his mind, that's kind of like negating every potential idol. Like if, for example, both you and Austin had an idol for whatever reason,
Yeah.
Sarah would go.
Yeah.
So my thought is, because I thought beauty were not beauty strong, but then when they turned it on Colton, I was like, you know what, they are beauty strong, and I have to understand that they're trying to go to the end with each other.
Yeah.
So here's my thought process right now. If we take out one of Sam or Austin, Sarah votes with whichever one stays at Final 4.
Yeah.
If we take out Sarah right now, Sam and Austin have no choice but to vote for each other at Final 4, and the 2 of us are automatically at Final 3.
By taking Sarah out, it leaves myself and Angel as perceived ghosts to drag to the Final 3, and Austin and Sam both have no chance to win unless they vote the other person out.
You're saying that us 2 should vote then Sarah?
Yeah,
because Sam is voting Sarah.
Sam is voting Sarah, so it doesn't matter what Austin and Sarah vote. If they vote for you, which according to Sam they are,
Okay.
I have no confirmation of whether or not they are, but it doesn't matter. You write down Sarah and she goes home 3-2 or 3-1, whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, and then the 2 of us are in final.
Okay.
This plan works on 2 contingencies. One of 2 things has to happen. Either Sam votes for Sarah, like his plan states, and that'll only happen if he doesn't get paranoid. And the second option is for Austin to vote Sam. If either of these things happen, then it doesn't tie on Angel, and we can get Sarah on out of here.
If that works out, then I'm safe and I will make it to Final 4. And then with Ben being my buddy, my best friend, we will make it to Final 3. I'll talk to Austin, and I think Austin will probably say Sam to me.
It's either, yeah, I mean, because he obviously can't say if he's voting you if he is.
Who do you think would be the best to get out?
Okay, I do think that Sam has the best chance of winning.
I think Sam is a tricky guy to have in the final
I think he is too.
because he is going to get the jury votes.
I feel like he hasn't made enemies out of anyone.
No, everyone loves him.
Which is the thing that I've done. I've made enemies out of everyone.
Loki me too.
Do you have your idol?
I just everyone's asking me this, and I don't know. I feel like that's my own thing.
That's your own information?
Yeah.
You're not gonna tell me?
I'll think about it. I'll think about it throughout the day, but I know. I have 3 idol clues right now, and I think there's 4 in play, though there could be more I'm not sure of. And the 3 that I have came from the auction, also the auction, but this time in rice, and then lastly in the challenge that we were shopping for things, and it was on top of the toilet paper roll. All the clues seem to lead to the same place, and I went idol hunting and I circled the same tree and the whole place a gazillion times, didn't find it. Then I thought, why don't I give my clues to Ben, because Ben said he would go look for me. He doesn't need to use it for himself since he has immunity. So I gave it to Ben. Ben goes to the same location I went to and sees a tree, the same tree that I walked around, with the bark pulled off, meaning that someone probably found the idol and it was under the bark. The person I think has it is Austin, because he did get that clue from the ruin bear. So that's just unfortunate. That just means that Austin probably is gonna be safe.
So you guys are saying vote Sam?
I feel like
Let's
that
cut
makes
to the
more
chase.
sense.
I think Sam's a good choice.
I'm not gonna shortcut. I feel like of all the people left, he's the most likely to win. Thinking about who's in the jury right now.
It's a pretty good possibility that I will be going home tonight. I know Sam and Austin are really good at making, conspiring. I do feel pretty confident in my alliance right now with Ben. It's kind of like a thing where he needs me, I need him, so it makes sense. So if our plan works out and Ben and I will vote for Sarah, then I see myself staying in the game and Sarah going home. It will be sad to lose another woman, but I guess it's for the game.
Ben and Angel apparently came to Austin trying to get votes on me, and I'm like, why are they scrambling if Angel has an idol?
Now they think it's gonna be us three voting you. So here's what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking Angel doesn't have the idol then.
Maybe. I don't know if she does or not. I kept on bugging her about it, and she wouldn't answer.
Because why else would they have to come up with this plan if Angel had an idol? They'd both be safe, and they could just idol me out. Well, that just messes a whole bunch of things up, and I have to rethink.
Bruton, welcome back to Tribal Council. Tonight, one of you will fall just short of Final Four. Before we get started, I just wanted to applaud Ben and Sam in the last challenge. Both of you braved the harsh wind, rain, and cold for 3 hours, and it was all left to a coin flip. So, Sam, how are you feeling after going through all of that just to not win immunity? And are you concerned that you might be the one going home tonight?
It wasn't a great feeling. I was cold, wet, just really like mentally defeated after that. But you know, Survivor isn't easy. Things don't get handed to you by a coin flip, so you have to learn to adapt. And I feel like I did the hard part. Now I just have to do something even harder.
Very optimistic. So you started the challenge and you were like, I'm going all in, I'm staying the whole way. So no regrets?
Can't change it, so no regrets.
Amen to that. Well, Ben, you have recounted many times that you were out on the vote and you felt outside on the tribe. So how does it feel to win immunity 2 times in a row? And do you think you needed it tonight?
I do think I needed it tonight, but also I think that everybody needed it tonight because when you get down to the numbers small, there's so many different ways that things can go. Just based on who wins immunity, everyone's plans can change. So I am very glad that I have this tonight. I don't have to worry about getting voted out.
Got it. Well, Sarah, I want to ask you, in contrast to Ben and Sam, who stayed the entire time, you stepped down not even 5 minutes into the challenge. So can I ask you about your headspace and why you did that?
In my defense, I think it was not even 10 minutes in, but I could be wrong. You know, I think I knew that Ben and Sam were going to stick it out the longest and that there was no way I was going to, so why waste my time? Why waste everyone's time, really? I knew that they were going to outlast me.
Got it. Well, same for you, Angel. You did the exact same as Sarah. So can I ask you what your headspace was for that?
Yeah, there's no way I would spend my thirsty Thursday night with my hand on the bear. I did end up coming again just to like cheer my teammates on because that's what my thirsty Thursday night entailed. But I think the decision was good because I don't know if I would have stayed once it started to pour. I think I would have felt like I wasted my time if I had waited the whole time.
Well, Austin, you're kind of in the middle. You stepped out at the 30-minute mark in exchange for the clue to the hidden immunity idol.
I think that Survivor is a game of taking risks, and that certainly was a risk to drop out because you never know if you're going to find the immunity idol. And also, someone else could have dropped out, and it was a more sure situation if you stood there. If there was no, midnight dropout coin. However, I do stand by the decision. I think I'll see tonight fighting in the bottom.
That is very true. Another question for you, Angel. You are the only person left from the Brawn tribe, and Ben is the only person left from the Brain tribe, but Ben is immune, and you are not. So, are you at all concerned that tonight the 4 of them might rally to get you out?
I'm very concerned. I mean, I have no idea how tonight's going to play out, and that's very nerve-wracking. It would be nice to have, obviously, a Brawn on my side, but the circumstances don't allow for that. But I will place faith in whoever I place faith in tonight and hope for that.
Got it. Well, we will have to see. I want to ask Sam and Ben again. So when Austin stepped down to get the clue to the hidden immunity idol, now that we're here now, is there any concern from you two that he might have it, and is that affecting your vote tonight?
I think personally, you just put my hand a little worse. So I don't know if he has it, but I'm sure everyone is just assuming he does at this point. Like no one knows for sure, but like he would be stupid not to like come through with that.
What about you, Ben?
All that I'll say is that I know who has it.
Okay, well, we will have to see. Well, that's it. We're gonna go straight into voting. The voting is gonna be straight up the stairs and then to the right. It's up. Stay. Go ahead.
I really don't know what you've been doing this entire game. I hope you enjoy a warm seat on the jury. You're probably not going to vote for me in the end, so goodbye.
All the votes are cast, but before I read them, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Jeff, found this after that little clue that I got in the bear challenge. And I would like to play this for my good friend Sam.
Okay? Austin has played an actual idol on Sam, and any votes against Sam will not count. Okay, I'm gonna read the votes. First vote. Angel. Next vote. Sarah. 1 vote Angel, 1 vote Sarah. Next vote. Angel. Next vote. Sarah. We are tied. 2 votes Sarah, 2 votes Angel, 1 vote left. And 13 persons voted out of Survivor at UCLA, and the 6th member of our jury is Angel. Bring me your buff. The tribe has spoken.
Thank you guys for letting me play or your plan. I got it.
It is time for you to go. Hi, Angel.
Bye.
Final 4. Congrats.
I'm beside myself. You know, as a woman of color, I thought that I would be the winner. But it's a white man's world because there are 3 men, 2 of them are fully white, 1 of them is half, and a girl. The girl's not winning. I'm just very mad, but I will say they played a good fight. But I did my win when I voted out Simona, and I made a lot of good friends along the way.